Please state your name and occupation.
My name is Tamela D'amico, and I'm an actress, a singer, and a filmmaker.
How would you describe yourself in a few words?
A storyteller. The end.
What do you think is your biggest accomplishment to date?
Oh man, accomplishments. Everyone keeps asking me this question. I just don't. I don't see the accomplishment as those things that are career oriented. It's hard to explain because I think a lot of people don't get this or don't see life this way. I think people work and they want to get to a certain goal in their occupation. What like hugs my soul is like when you do something for somebody else, and those things are often the things that don't get talked about and don't really matter to the big picture of the world. Like I always say one of my greatest accomplishments, and it seems so silly, but it meant a lot to me. I think that's what it is. It means a lot to me. I was in college and I had a summer that I had like some time off. So I was a substitute teacher for a middle school, like summer school. And there was a kid in the class with other kids who were 9 years old. He was 15 and he didn't know how to read. So I taught him how to read that summer because the system just kept failing him. And I was like, I know I just changed this person's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who I am. Like he'll probably not even forget. I mean, he probably won't even remember me. He'll forget my name and who I was, whatever. But I'm like, I know I just changed this boy's life. And for as long as I live, like that was a huge moment for me. And like, it doesn't matter where I am in my career because those things go up and down, you know, even Julia Roberts can have a bad movie. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. And they're like, oh, you're only as great as the last thing that you did. Obviously this film is super important to me. One Little Finger is super important because of the message that it sends out to the world. I mean, we're talking about diversity and inclusion and giving people who didn't have a voice before a voice so they could see themselves on screen. That's hugely important to me, that I was part of something that has that message in it. And if by doing this movie we changed, you know, I know for sure we changed all the actors in the film's lives. If we change other people's lives who see that and say, oh my God, that guy that was in there, he's in a wheelchair, I'm in a wheelchair, he did those things, he acted in that movie, you know, if I'm a part of that, awesome. But it's the small wins of daily life, like helping a kid ride a bike or whatever, that actually feed me more than saying, oh, I did this great thing or whatnot. Because at the end of the day, we're all just human. I mean, it's just like, you know, the what is the word? Like the reason we're all living is to like create and find joy, I think. Like we're all just energy and you're just supposed to find and create joy, and that's it. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's like when you die, you don't take all the crap in your house with you. Nobody cares about your Rolls Royce, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that is a beautiful idea, just spreading that joy. And let me give you like a real life situation, see your reaction. Let's say you would have to make, as a director, actress, and songwriter, you'd have to compose a movie, direct it, and act in it. And it would have to bring as many people as possible this joy, you know, that pleasure when they see a great movie. In 10 seconds, can you tell us what that movie would be about? What would the title song be? How would it be? And what would your role be in it?
God, no, I can't, because I have something like that I'm working on. So I don't want to tell you. But yeah, for me, I will tell you this. That is the ultimate goal for someone like me who's multifaceted and has different arms in her career, is to find that one project where I am doing all those things. I have one, it just needs to be financed and packaged and put together and whatnot. But I finally, after all this time, have created something that I would want to do for myself, but also with the notion of I'm not going to cut off my nose to spite my face. So if somebody else who is at a level that would make sense to make that movie better and get it out to the world, I would definitely be like, oh, I'll just direct that and you can act in it, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I do have something, a project that I would love to utilize all my assets and kick out to the world.
Okay, so now let's say you're one of the last survivors on Earth and you have to make your own team, pick specific people, whoever you want. So who would be in your team and what do you think you would bring as a set of skills to the team?
Okay. Definitely my fiance, because he is a badass and a former Navy SEAL. So he would have all of the prerequisites to, you know, leading the last day on Earth apocalyptic situation. In that regard, what I bring to the table in one of those scenarios, last man on Earth scenarios, is I'm a good problem solver. Like I'm a multi-tasker thinker and a good problem solver, and sort of like also a working innately too. Like I have a deep sense of intuition and feeling, and that's a very real thing. So taking those two things and being a problem solver, I think would be my forte.
Yeah. I feel like you would bring hope to, like, and just hope to the situation in general, maybe, no?
Yeah, I would hope, and could bring hope to myself in that situation.
Okay, so last question. What do you think people should subscribe to this channel? And if you're willing to, could you please just act it in any way you want, like dramatic or funny or...
Doing a promo for your channel, I mean?
Yeah, but like in any way you want to act it.
Okay. Elevate higher with the HackCess Show.
Ooh, I like that. Very catchy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's it for us. That's all the questions we had. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having me, you guys.
Well, thanks so much for watching the HackCess Show.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Ooh, that was nice. You think they're gonna do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're gonna do it.